Welcome everyone to the 9th episode of PBJenesis, the battle for peanut butter and jelly. My name is Kahmann from Kahmann Gaming, Games for Good. In the previous episode, we had our two winners from Losers Bracket, Hyrulean42 and Dalinar42, face each other, and Dalinar42 came out the victor. In this episode, we have two great players, Zuffle and Dalinar42. And the winner of this match will face Lennox in the finals of PBJenesis, and we will finally see who is the true winner and deserves the glory and that jar of peanut butter and that jar of jelly. And let's get this party started in here, everyone. What stage will they select? What? King's Kitchen? Victor's Void? King's Kitchen. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. On the left, playing as Team Peanut Butter, we have the daring and dangerous Dalinar42. And on the right, playing as Team Jelly, we have the zesty and zany Zuffle. And it looks like both players are just sitting up their banks. And while they're doing so, I would like to ask you guys the question of the day. What is your dream vacation? My dream vacation would either have to be Jerusalem or Egypt. Even though, admittedly, both of those places would be pretty bad places to go right now. So if it wasn't for that, then maybe Australia to go on a safari or something, which also sounds dangerous. So I guess I just want to go to dangerous places. But please comment down below what your dream vacation is and start a discussion with everyone and all your friends. And I think Zuffle has accidentally built a piece of bread in his bank section, but it doesn't matter. It looks like Zuffle is rushing right there. Looks like those, well, looks like the Splayer got into the base, destroyed a bunch of his banks, and now Zuffle's just like, nah, now I'm gonna build these banks. Zuffle is we've seen a lot of progress in his strategies so far. He's been a lot more offensive. Beginning of the match, he's been very, very defensive. And oh no, looks like Dalinar42 has the same idea. Zuffle was not watching his bank and just blew up a garden gnome, building some. Oh, he almost built some splares, but the cannon got him right in time. That's why it's good to have cannons near your base. Sometimes the cannons aren't so much for destroying the troops, but for destroying the captain. Something you really got to consider is not only countering troops, but countering the captain, so the captain can't get near your base. And that was a very interesting play. Zuffle getting all his defenses, but yeah, Zuffle is I've seen a lot of. He started off as a more defensive player, just slowly building up lots of banks and lots of portals and hives. But he's been a lot more offensive lately. Well, Dalinar42 is very good at building up banks and keeping pressure on the opponent, which is a very good combination to have. So I'm very interested to see who's going to win this match. And it looks like that pieces of bread is going to get past it, and oh, he's getting in his base, destroying all those banks. The very good play from Dalinar42, getting rid of all those banks. Now he has to come through, and looks like it's a rush match. It's a rush match, everyone. Holy cow. Dalinar42 did not have to defend it. Now he's going to destroy all those splares getting into his banks. And now Zuffle's taking his opportunity to recover and build some banks himself, but that was a big damage taken from Zuffle. Both these players just being so aggressive to each other, which something, sometimes the best defense is the best offense. Get towards their base and scare them to come back, and I guess Dalinar42 just walked in that splayer, but I guess, hey, the controls were very slippery, so I guess probably more of me than him, but I just want to remind you all that I love all these players, and all these players have been astounding, have been really great, and when I say things, I have nothing against them or anything like that. I'm just doing my best to commentate here, and hopefully they all get a kick out of it. Anyway, and a lot of this is a learning experience, so all of you at home watching this can realize what you can do to get better at this game and play with your friends, and maybe you can host your own tournaments. And everyone, if you guys want to host your own tournament and record matches, I totally feel free to do so. I totally, actually, I'd find that very flattering and actually very good for publicity. I am totally okay with you guys recording your videos. Just remember that all copyrights belong to Kahmann Gaming, the creator of this game, but don't try to sell it, please. But yeah. Anyway, so it looks like Dalinar42 just found a hole in his defense again. It's throwing all these banks, and I don't know if Zuffle's been able to recover, but if you look at the top right of the screen, he's got a bunch of splares there. And, oh, but good thing for Dalinar42 that he has a bunch of toast blocking the way, and I don't think the splares is going to do too much damage because of that toast. But Zuffle is recovering by building some more banks. The hard thing about this stage is a lot harder to defend all sides of your base compared to Victorious Void, for example, because it's way more wide. It's hard to defend it. Now he's building cannons all over, keeping pressure all over. Very smart idea to build some splares there, because splares are very good against cannons, but does give Zuffle an opportunity to come back. But I don't know who won this game, guys. Zuffle is very good at coming back, I've noticed. Like, there's been a lot of times when it looks like he's losing, but he just makes it back out of nowhere. So we're gonna see who's gonna win this match. Right now has been back and forth, but oh, he was not defending those banks there. I spoke too soon. He didn't realize what was happening. And oh no, the Star of Jelly's down. Oh, Team Peanut Butter wins. Everyone, I'm not sure if he. I believe if the jar had more health, Zuffle could have made it back. And Zuffle had way more banks than Dalinar42, so that he made more money, but it was just that the quick rush down by Dalinar42. That was an amazing game. This might be one of my personal favorites. I don't know. I like matches like that when it gets back and forth and more intense. And now Zuffle will select the next stage, and we'll see which one he picks. King's Kitchen, maybe? Victorious Void? Victorious Void? Is that it? Victorious Void? Are we doing it? Hello? I don't know how long it's going to take them to hit the spacebar, but we're going to see. Looks like they're leaning towards that. Maybe they're just getting ready, getting a glass of water. I don't remember what was happening during this time when we were recording this match. Such a long time. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly! Yeah! Okay. Got my scream in. And we're off. Just building their banks at the beginning, but yeah, that was a very intense match last time. Like, I really like matches where it's very close and going back and forth. It is great to see both players build up, but sometimes it's nice to put a little bit of pressure in. There's a lot of ways to go about this game, and there's rewards and risks every game. However, if you don't keep pressure on someone and they just build banks, that is very bad because you're just giving them more time to set up and be more powerful. But it's very interesting. Once again, this is probably my personal favorite stage to play on. I want to make more stages like this, where it's a little bit more like, instead of a big, huge square, it's a little bit more, you know, there's bridges and places to get into. I also like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty nice for my standards as a pixel artist. I'm not the best pixel artist ever, but I do my best. Oh, and that bread is not gonna do nothing, because those splares are just going to start. Fortunately, the bread's not expensive, so we didn't lose too much, but I think what he really wanted to build was build toast. The early game, it's usually best to build toast, even though bread's cheaper, because you really only need bread when the opponent's using gnomes and gas cannons. And it looks like Dalinar42 has built some early hives on the top there, which is very good to have, especially in this level. Oh, he's building some toast on that side. He's building some hives of his own right by him. It's very interesting to see Zuffle play. He's been adapting a lot. He seems almost like a different player this time. And he's building toast. and he's building some gnomes, Dalinar42, and getting rid of this section that Zuffle fortified right by his base. Now Zuffle's taking opportunity to build more banks. We're getting a very good balance of setting up and offensiveness on this side. And what are we going to see now? We're going to build some toast. Okay. Then let's watch what Zuffle's doing. He's building some defense. Oh, got hit by the bullets. That's why those flies are so good. They're good at catching down the captain and give them less time to move around, pressuring them to move. Just like that, those flies, they might be, like die really easily from the splairs, but they're very good at pressuring. And those tides are going to go down really fast because there's nothing defending them. There's already flies in section. Those, I believe that Dalinar42 on the far left of the map has some hides there because I keep on seeing some flies coming out from over there. Very good location to put those flies on this map. A very interesting match here. Looks like Zuffle isn't doing too hot, but not in huge trouble. He could still, I believe he could still make it back, but he has to do it quickly before those splairs get closer to his base. If you look at the map, more troops are getting there closer and closer to him. Will he be able to react fast enough to that? I don't know. It's been a little bit too late. Notice that Zuffle has not been building gas cannons. I actually need to believe gas cannons help. And speaking of gas cannons, I guess it's almost like he can hear me. He must be thinking the same thing. I haven't built gas cannons for a while. Those gas cannons would actually be very helpful. Well, cannons can be good against the flies, but the flies can hurt them from distance. But since flies are pretty weak defensively, cannons can be a good option to take out the flies. I wouldn't say they're a counter against the flies, but they can be good against them. And does he still have the gas cannon? Because that gas cannon, yeah, he still has that gas cannon. Good. That's going to help him. He might want another one, but looks like he's going to build some toast up in the front. And now he's Dalinar42 is building that gnome. I've been watching Zuffle. We'll probably see what Dalinar42 is doing. Looks like Zuffle has got a bunch of cannons that tell Dalinar42 get out of there. You see, Zuffle, yeah, he's getting them off. Like he's still not in the best position. Now, I can't remember. Does Dalinar42 have portals? I mean, he has this portal. This is the portals to start with, but I don't know if he has. Yeah, he does have portals. That is why we're seeing so many splairs. Okay, that would explain it. That means Zuffle is not in a good situation right now. He is not in a good situation. Though that gas cannon did not last long. Look how fast that piece of toast is going. And it's going down. The jar of jelly will not last. He's building those splairs, but he's staying alive a little bit longer. But I believe he's just delaying the inevitable. Still has his banks, but Dalinar42 definitely has the advantage. As you can see, those flies can be really good at destroying the pieces of toast behind a big group of splairs, especially when they're on the offensive end. It can speed up the process way more. And they're a lot cheaper than the splairs. So now he has hardly anything defending. There's nothing blocking the way of the toast, but I am impressed how long he's surviving. But that hardened gnome did not make it through. That one didn't make it through either. Those cannons are help protecting his base, and now he's built that piece of toast up there. He's building the bread. What a smart player. He's holding on. He knows the counters. He knows that the gnomes are not good against the bread. He's holding on to dear life. He does not have that much of a chance, but he is holding on, everyone. But those flies are going to take out that jar of peanut butter, a jar of jelly so fast. And there it is, guys. Dalinar wins with Team Peanut Butter. And he will progress on to the finals against Lennox. So exciting, everyone. What a great match between Dalinar42 and Zuffle. Probably some of the most entertaining matches I've seen. Of course, I've loved all the matches so far. Learned a lot from it, for me as a developer. And hopefully you've learned a lot from it as watching it and enjoyed it. And hopefully a lot of you have played this game already and enjoyed playing at home. So feel free to share some experiences you've had while playing this game. Fun things, the craziest things that happen. So you can share that in the comments down below. And thank you again all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned next time for the final match of PBJenesis, Lennox versus Dalinar42. Who will win the tournament and who will win the grand prize of the jar of peanut butter and the jar of jelly? That is the greatest prize of all time, and of course the glory to go with it. Now thank you all again all for watching. Stay tuned next time. Remember to like and subscribe, and download the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly on Facebook if you haven't already. Share this video with a friend, and remember, video games can be for good. Till next time.